Okay, now we're going to go ahead and move on to step 2. We're going to draw the 1/4 inch diameter eye screws, and that's going to involve looking at the bottom of the car using a tape measure, and we're going to come in 1 inch from both ends. And we're going to add some additional guidelines that are actually 1/8 of an inch from the sides. So let's jump back to our SketchUp drawing. So this is the top, so we're actually going to orbit and look at it from the bottom, and hit T for tape measure. And I'm going to go ahead and click once. Really click anywhere along this edge. I'm just going to go ahead and just find midpoint. That's fine. Click once, come in. I'm going to type in 1 and then hit enter. Let me jump over to the opposite side. Once again, it really doesn't matter where you click along this edge. Just click once, move in, type in 1. Okay, now we're going to add an additional guideline. We're going to come in from this point where it says intersection, click once, and move along this guide. I'm going to type in 1/8, 1/8 of an inch. You'll notice there's a small little mark there, and that's going to be our reference for our eye hook. I'll do the same thing here, click once. You'll notice that this line remains green, which means I'm remaining perpendicular to the edge. So once again, I typed in 1/8. Use the hand tool. Come in a little bit closer here. T for tape measure. Once again, click once where it says intersection. Move in and type in 1/8, and do the same thing here. Okay. I'm going to kind of just flip the car so it's literally upside down. Now I'm going to make some reference points for my eye screws. Now, one thing you'll find in the instructions is that the eye screws are 1/4 inch diameter, but we're going to make a reference line that's 1/8 of an inch, and it says draw an 1/8 inch vertical line where the guidelines intersect. Okay, so this is what that means. I'm going to hit T for tape measure. I click once on this guideline. It's going to say now guide point. I'm going to click once. It's very important that you see a blue line appear. It's got to be blue. If you don't see a blue line, you're not vertical. So find blue. I'm going to type in 1/8. I'm going to hit enter. I'm going to do this. Go vertical. Type in 1/8. Hit enter. I'm going to use the hand tool. I'm going to come over here. T for tape measure. Click once. Go vertical. 1/8. And my last one, click once, go vertical, make sure it's blue, 1/8. Okay, so now we're going to use C for circle. And this is another critical step. We want to make sure that the circle we get is green. Now, you can see that I can see green there, but if I rotate it, I don't see green here. So here's a trick. If you find a green plane and hold down your Shift key, it will always remain green. Click once on the top of that guide, move down, and click a second time at the bottom of the guide. You'll notice the bottom right hand corner says radius 1/8 of an inch. Okay? Now another way to do it obviously is just looking at it from the right perspective. Click once. Let me zoom in here. Click once. Once again, you can see I have a little bit of trouble here. So I'm going to make sure that that's green. There we go. Click once. Come down to the bottom of your guide. It should all be 1/8 of an inch. C for circle. Once again, find a green plane. Hold down your Shift key. Click once. You can actually let go of your Shift key at this point. Just move to the bottom of the guide. Once again, these should all be 1/8 of an inch radius circles. Okay. Last thing I'm going to do, I'll just do one of these and you can replicate it for the other 3. Click once, move out, type in 3/32. I'm now going to right click inside this space and hit erase. I'm going to hit P for push pull. I'm going to move out 1/32, rotate it, click, come out 1/32. Okay, go ahead and follow that same procedure for the rest of your eye hooks. Watch the next video.